G'day guys, welcome to another drop in adventure. Look where we are. I don't know what we're going to be up to today or in this video, but it's going to be exciting. Let's go! Woo-hoo! On this adventure, we're going to be climbing a massive mountain called the Devil's Thumb. And then after that, we're going to head up the Creb track and then go have a beer at the Lion's Den pub. It's a famous pub in Far North Queensland that actually got flooded and it was completely submerged. And if you stick around to the end, you'll see how deep it actually went underwater. There's a marker near the roof. It literally was only the roof sticking out of the water. But yeah, hang around to the end. A craytail cook up on the beach. We did break the 40 series, but it's all good now. I'm just sorting it out now. We did break one of the left-hand wheels. We did break it on the Creb, but you'll have to stick around to see all that. Hope you enjoy this episode. It's going to be full of action. It's going to be a little bit chop and changey between the mountain climbing and full driving and stuff, but I hope you enjoy. It's going to be a good one. G'day guys, we're doing a bush track and we think we're lost. We haven't found the track for a couple of hours and we've seen a Bigfoot. I think he's taking a shit. Let's go. There's the host. We're just out here on this on this remote bush track. We're just cruising around. We're sort of about halfway. We're dying pretty much. We're dying. But yeah, it's starting to get light. We've left really early and we're starting to do our thing. Hopefully get to the top at about midday. Would love to get to the top for sunrise, but this is the first time we're doing it. So next time maybe we'll camp up there. We'll see how I go. Stay tuned. Because more than likely something happened, because in the past couple of weeks I've cut my foot and had to get stitches, and then about 2 days ago Shaq got stung by a stingray in the arm. So it's not a competition, but it is. So stay tuned because we're probably going to fall off a cliff. Righto, so we're coming up out of the low country into the high country. It's starting to cool down a bit. We're getting there. Nah, it's not even that bad of a track. It's like a little bit hectic at the start. But once you warm up, it's alright. Okay. See the angle of that stick? That's an Aboriginal pink tape. That's what they used to do to mark a track. That's a modern day one, but that's, you see old ones of these getting around every now and then. Before they had pink tape, that's what they used to do. That little dog leg there. Look at that. Let's go! Alrighty guys, so we're at the bracken fern patch of the Devil's Thumb walking trail, and as you can see it's a pretty good view, and the view is going to get better once we actually get to the Devil's Thumb. But apparently that's not the Devil's Thumb, apparently that's the Devil's Thumb. The square one. The square one up the back behind me if you can see it there. And then that's called the Pinnacle is where we're going, but I don't know, it's a rock in the ground, a monolith. We haven't seen any hairy men yet, but this is definitely hairy man country, and it has been, hairy men have been seen up here.
Seen his cave, but
seen his cave. Sassy. So we just seen a hairy man. He's in this cave here.
it's the hose.
Nice little cave, little rock structure. Getting there, getting there.
Bro, boss.
Yeah, this would be a prime spot.
Bro, boss.
There's that little bridge on a rotten log.
Oh no. Oh bro, that bit's so bad. Bro, that bit is actually about to break. Should have just scaled the rock.
Look at that.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Holy shit!
away from one. This rock where we are right now is called the Devil's Thumb. Out there.
Can we pass?
Rightio. So as you can see, we've got a massive big fan base. Show everyone our fans. Hello. They're all watching.
They're all watching too.
G'day. Anyways, this is the start of the mighty Creb track. That's the Creb crossing. Right now, the Daintree River is very low. So it's probably only going to be about half a wheel, 3/4 of a wheel. But you would have just seen the most hecticest or wildest intro ever of me on that big rock. If you see me walking like a cripple, yes, I did run up there and run down, and it takes about 6 hours to do the Devil's Thumb track. That is the Devil's Thumb, and my legs are really sore, so if you see me cripple walking, that's why. But yeah, today the adventure is we're going to hit the Creb track. We're going to start at the Daintree village side, and we're going to cruise across the river first, the Daintree River crossing, and then hit all the hard clay red, and then get up into the flat country, and then we're going to head to the Lion's Den to have a beer.
If the 40 makes it.
If the 40 makes it. Yeah, this is called Valentine. This is a 1981 HJ47 with a turbo 2H in it and factory power steering, mind you. She's got a heart of gold, and I bought her on Valentine's Day. That's why she's called Valentine. What do you reckon about that?
Can't beat a 40 apparently.
Yeah. Righto, we're gonna get into it, I reckon. Hi guys.
I made some new friends. Hello. No.
Yeah, look.
Ooh. Ooh, they're thinking about it.
Come on now. Look how fat they are. Dude, me, belly. That one there. I'm going to talk about the track for a second. We're sort of going to split the Creb track into two. So the first half of it is really hilly, coming from the Daintree, and the second half of it is sort of flat, and then it's the white bull dust, sort of the bluestone sort of stuff. But this here, this is what gets everyone. This is that clay. Right now, it's nice and dry. It's all good, easy peasy. But you get a little lick of water on it, and then it turns into slippery mud. And then the only way you can do it is if you've got chains. Some people have done it, but the number one rule of four-wheel driving when you start to learn, the first rule you learn, don't do the Creb track in the wet. People have tried and lost their cars. Lots of people. Like, yeah, blah, 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 it's hectic, it's fun, but this turns into ice. And I know the bloke that lives up at Golden Hill, and he uses chains because his driveway is the clay. He uses chains on the back of his 75 series. So now we've got that down. Don't do the Creb in the wet, and if you are, you're gonna have a rough time, or it's gonna be hectic and wild. But this is the start of the Creb. Let's get into it. This is winter, so this is the perfect time of year to do the Creb.
Woo! Okay. Ah! This is not the plan. Holding on, yeah. What is that for?
This is a paddle.
For what?
This is just in case we get float away on the Daintree crossing. You'll be driving and I'll be paddling like this.
Oh yeah.
Because it's only DD.
Good job. That.
Oh shit.
That's good. What is that?
They're the car keys.
They should probably go in the car.
Stay. The ignition was still on, so the steering wouldn't have locked. But if it did, that would have been a hectic.
Don't do that! You're silly.
Wait, I was gonna throw it out the window, but I was like, oh, it'd be pretty shit if I lost them.
Good job. We're having a few funky noises happening, more so around the front wheels, which what, 4-wheel drive maybe?
Yeah.
4-wheel drive might be no-wheel drive.
Nah, the 40 series are renowned for their chassis to twist a little bit, because this is a 46-year-old Landcruiser. It's nearly 50 years old. And they do twist and torque, and I have welded up a few cracks around the spring hangers of the under here somewhere. And so I'd say I get a bit of suspension out of my chassis. It's good for it. It's good for it.
Good for it. Just a bit extra.
Makes the ride a bit nicer.
Yeah, right.
Rightio guys, so all you FTE lovers with your 370 horsepower FTE machine things, that's Big Red. Off you go. That there, that's our workhorse. That means I'm not doing Big Red. Not because I'm scared, because I don't need to. I like going from A to B. I don't like, well, I do like forward driving, but I'm gonna leave it for you guys. The Big Red's a good track though. What is that? Car parts. But yeah, that's Big Red up there. And then it goes up to a lookout up the top. But I'm not doing that because my car's 50 years old and I love it and it loves me. Choo! Like, it's not doing it now, but I think the hub, like the spring snapped inside of it or something. It's making a funny noise, proper funny noise, but I'm just going to run it in 2-wheel drive in low. Send it.
Keep going now.
the left hub, locking hub. So we just put it in 4-wheel drive. I'm just rolling around in low. So
You put it in 2-wheel drive?
oh, yeah, put it in 2-wheel drive in low. But so I've taken the hubs out, but it's still in 4-wheel drive. But it's making the wackest noise. It was like, it sounded like hub, like the spring snapped inside the hub or something. But tuck him in 2-wheel drive, just send it. So this is sort of the second half of the track. The track changes colour to like a bit white, and the power poles start. So once you start seeing the power poles and the track starts to get white, that means you've sort of finished the rainforest part, and it's a bit easier. It's sort of a long, winding road, and then you get to sort of Wudja, and then through the cow paddocks, and then you get to Wudja. But that's the rainforest and the red clay part done. There are bits and pieces of red clay when you get to the creeks, but after that, you're pretty sweet.
Where's the waterfall?
Oh, Roaring Meg is about 45 minutes to an hour from where we are. But at the northern end of the Creb is Roaring Meg waterfall. Make sure you pull in there and you stop there because it's really nice. Alright guys, so we're here at Roaring Meg Falls. It's just behind me. And there's a good bushfire, as you can see over the back there. We need a fire because we've got a crate tail we want to cook up for lunch. It's a good one too, garlic and cheese. Yum. But yeah, how good is that? Roaring Meg Falls. Woo! Righto, so I just flying the drone around, but I'm actually a bit concerned about the fire. We are upwind of it, so it should be right, but it's still a concern because the car is parked in the grass, and we've got about 1.2k walk back through the bush, so we don't want to be caught out in a bushfire. So something to be concerned about, that's for sure. So this is the end, this is the northern part of the Creb track, so this is the end for us. And there's no signs here, it's just a dirt road, but if you go to the south, head from the north to the south, where you start. But for today's mission, we're going to be heading down to the beach, and we're going to be hooking up with the crate tail that we caught in a previous episode. So go check that out if you want to see where we got the crate tail from. It's going to be a garlic, butter, cheese on the beach. It's going to be prime. And then we're going to finally finish our mission at the Lion's Den and have a beer. Let's go. G'day guys, welcome to the Triphibian Beach Kitchen. Here we're on the beach getting the fire ready. We've got a lovely nice cray tail that we caught in a previous episode. Beautiful painted cray. Just cutting the crayfish tail in half. I'm just going to split it down the middle with my knife because a bigger knife is very ideal because you can see the shell is quite thick. So I have to crack it with the knife just to get it split open nicely and not to get any sand in your food. We are on the beach. I've prepared earlier some butter and some garlic, and I'm just using my hands to rub in this butter and garlic. I'm just wiping that garlic butter in nicely, and then I carefully throw the cray tail on the fire, and then we're just gonna let it set for a couple minutes, get the juices flowing, get the heat into it. And here I'm cutting down a palm tree for a plate. You can see the cray tail is starting to get really nice and juicy and cheesy. it's starting to smoke up real nice, so it's all cooked through. The shell of the cray is actually really good for cooking because it keeps it protected from the coals and uses it like a pan. At this point, we're starting to get very hungry. It is late afternoon. Bottom of it is a bit burnt, made it crunchy, which is very nice. But yeah, overall, enjoyed this craytail. After having a delicious feed of crayfish, it was time to wash it all down with a nice cold beer at the local Lion's Den pub.
Where's your beer?
Oh yeah, beer. I need to get some beer, but I don't remember at the Lion's Den. We've made it. Time for one.
You got it. Spotto, look.
Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Choo!